Many people see that One Piece is boring right now, and it's not as fun as it used to be. Do you think the many new characters are the reason? Or maybe it's the new pace of the series?
Welcome back to Anime Depth, where we dive deep into the world of anime and manga. Today, we're tackling a topic that's been buzzing in the One Piece community for years now. Why One Piece is not as fun as it used to be. Look, I grew up with this series. The epic adventures, the heartfelt moments, the sheer joy of watching Luffy and the Straw Hats chase their dreams across the Grand Line. But let's be real, something's changed. If you're a longtime fan feeling that spark fade, or a newbie wondering if it's worth the hype in 2025, stick around. We're breaking down every detail that might be making One Piece feel, well, boring. Hit that play button and let's get into it. First up, and probably the biggest offender, pacing. Oh man, where do I even start? In the early days, One Piece episodes and chapters flew by, action-packed with just enough setup to keep you hooked. But post-time skip, especially in the anime, it's like Toei Animation decided to stretch every scene like Luffy's rubber arms. We're talking 2 intros per episode, endless recaps of the previous one, and fights that take forever to resolve. Remember Dressrosa? That arc felt like it lasted a lifetime, with episodes adapting less than a full chapter sometimes. And Wano? Over 100 episodes of build-up only to rush the ending. Fans on Reddit and X are calling it a bloated disaster. Oda's throwing in so many subplots because the slow pace demands it, but it leaves everything feeling drawn out and exhausting. The manga isn't immune either. Arcs like Egghead in 2025 have been criticized for lore dumps that halt the momentum. It's not fun when you're waiting weeks for something to happen. Moving on to reason 2, bloated arcs and too many characters. One Piece has always had a massive world, but lately it's overwhelming. Pre-time skip arcs were tight. Water 7 and Enies Lobby balanced the crew with key side characters. Now, Wano introduced like 100 new faces, from the Akazaya 9 to random beast pirates, and the Straw Hats, they're basically background noise. Egghead threw in Vegapunk satellites, the 5 elders, and ancient lore. But who gets development? Not Zoro, not Sanji. They're just there for reaction shots. This bloat leads to redundant fights, off-screen resolutions, and arcs that feel too big to handle. Oda's world building is legendary, but when it sidelines the heart of the series, the crew's camaraderie, it loses that fun, intimate adventure vibe. Reason 3, repetitive humor and stale character gags. Remember when Luffy's meat obsession or Usopp's lies were hilarious because they tied into growth? Post-time skip, it's the same jokes on repeat. Sanji's pervy nosebleeds, overdone to the point of cringe. Usopp's cowardice, it was funny in Syrup Village, but now it feels like he's stuck in a loop. Chopper's been reduced to a cute mascot for merch sales, and even Zoro's lost gag is getting old. Fans are saying the humor's become one-note and childish, especially with Gear 5 turning fights into goofy cartoons. It's like Oda's relying on nostalgia instead of evolving the comedy, making the series feel predictable and less engaging. Next, reason 4, fake-out deaths and zero stakes. One Piece used to have real tension. Ace's death hit like a truck, but now, fake-outs everywhere. Pell survives a nuke, Kinemon gets cut in half and walks it off. Even major villains like Kaido have backstories that feel tacked on without payoff. This reduces the excitement. Why get invested in a fight if no one's really at risk? Plot armor is thicker than ever, especially for the Straw Hats, who are Yonko level now. That underdog charm from East Blue? Gone. Fights lack desperation, turning epic battles into slogfests. Next, reason 5, shift from creative devil fruits to boring hockey clashes. Early One Piece was all about wild powers, Buggy splitting, Smoker turning to smoke. Devil fruits sparked creativity, but post-time skip? It's hockey this, conquerors that. Advanced COC, future sight. Even Oda forgets about them sometimes for plot convenience, nerfing Luffy just to drag things out. God Valley flashbacks? Just hockey spam. Fans miss the ingenuity. Now it's who punches harder, making battles feel repetitive and less inventive. Reason 6, lack of Straw Hat development and focus. The core crew, Luffy, Zoro, Nami, and the gang, used to grow together, with arcs dedicated to their backstories and bonds. Whole Cake Island gave Sanji spotlight, but since then, nada. Zoro's corny one-liners, Robin's sidelined potential, Frankie's inventions barely used. New Straw Hats like Jinbei get shortchanged too. Oda's treating them like reaction tools, while side characters dominate. It's stagnation. Humans evolve, but these pirates? Frozen in time. This makes the series feel like it's lost its soul, more about lore than the fun crew dynamics. Reason 7, burnout from sheer length and repetition. Over 1,100 chapters and episodes. That's a commitment. Repetition creeps in. Similar arc structures, arrive, ally, big bad, twist. Overused tropes like Chosen One with Nika or Gear 5 undermining the anyone can dream theme. Fans who followed for 25 years are exhausted. It's gone on too long without fresh ideas. And with the anime on hiatus in 2025, relevancy dips, making it harder to stay excited. Quick hits on other details. Inconsistent art and translations, leaks with bad quality ruin the experience. The studio's bias in adaptations, adding filler fights while cutting key scenes for favorites like Zoro, sexism critiques, all women drawn the same, undeveloped, the series feeling like a money machine, milking without innovation, rushed endings like Wano's unsatisfying wrap-up, R.I.P. Carrot as a Straw Hat. Even the final saga's hype falls flat with slow reveals. And let's not forget, the Egghead anime got trashed for poor storytelling. No juice, all filler. Look, One Piece is still a masterpiece in many ways. The world building, themes of freedom, and payoffs are unmatched. But these issues, they're why some fans feel it's lost that magic spark. It's subjective. Maybe you're loving Elbaf in 2025, but if you felt the boredom creep in, you're not alone. What do you think? Has One Piece declined, or is it peak? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive, smash that like button. It helps the channel grow. Subscribe for more anime breakdowns, theories, and hot takes. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Share this with your One Piece crew, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.